Hey, happy Monday guys, it's Mikexingchen. The Great Egyptian Pyramids are some of the most mysterious structures on Earth and has been the topic of countless debates throughout history. The questions of how and when they were built, who they were built by, and for what purpose have to this day only really just garnered theories and speculations. And here's what we think we know. Archaeologists believe that the Great Pyramids in Egypt were constructed by the Old Kingdom society around 2500 BC. They believe that the main purpose of these pyramids was to act as tombs for the pharaohs and their queens, and of course the pyramids are huge, with the largest, the Great Pyramid of Giza, incorporating around 2.3 million stone blocks with an average weight of 2.5 to 15 tons each. But like I mentioned, besides whatever we could measure nowadays at the Great Pyramids, the rest of what we think we know are really just theories, because we really don't know for sure why the pyramids were created. I mean, we think they're tombs because we found mummies inside, we found burial rituals engraved on the wall, but that's about it. And we don't know who really created the giant pyramids because, well, we really don't know exactly how old they are. And we for sure have no clue how a Bronze Age society created them. But it seems that archaeologists generally agree that the granite from the pyramid's internal chambers was somehow quarried 533 miles south of Giza in Aswan, and the limestones used as casings were from a few miles away in Tora. But because these stones were so massive, everybody disagreed on how they were actually transported. It seems like every once in a while a new theory will come out and claim to solve this mystery, with the latest big one proposed in 2014 by a team of Dutch engineers who claimed that the stones were transported using sand and water and wooden sled. And now, according to a new documentary called Egypt's Great Pyramid: The New Evidence, there is apparently, well, new evidence that the stones were transported by thousands of laborers along the Nile River in wooden boats held together by ropes, and special canals were created to bring them to an inland port, which was right next to the base of the Great Pyramid of Giza. This information was supposedly documented on an ancient scroll found in the seaport Wadi Al-Jarf. The scroll was written by an overseer named Murr and is apparently the only first-hand account of how the Great Pyramid was constructed. And if you guys want to watch the documentary, I'll get some information about it and post it in the description box below. In regards to this new finding, for me, I love the fact that we're still making progress in trying to solve these ancient mysteries. I really love that. And I feel like we're making new findings all the time that kind of fits into this ancient puzzle that we're trying to solve. But the thing is, and this is just my own opinion, you don't have to agree with me, I feel like the theories we're presenting and the tests we are conducting, they're really going down one particular tangent, one very particular line of thinking. And it's all based on the thinking that our ancient ancestors were not at all advanced. We don't believe that an ancient, technologically advanced civilization exists. So every clue, every evidence we find, we really try to mold it and make it fit into that missing jigsaw piece that doesn't really fit, because maybe it doesn't even belong in that puzzle. And when I say technologically advanced, I don't mean that they have the iPhone 36 or VR or anything that we perceive as advancements, but they could have been very advanced in their own way. Maybe they harnessed some other sort of energy that we never thought of. Maybe their instruments were different. Because in coming back to the Great Pyramid, we really do not know for a fact how old it is. Okay, fine, let's say the stones were transported down the Nile. That's great, that was a huge question. A lot of people were puzzled. Now let's say it's transported down the Nile. But then how exactly did they lift them on top of each other with incredible accuracy? I mean, the Great Pyramid of Giza is one of the most accurately aligned structures on the planet. Also, how were the intricate tunnels created? What went into the mortar that made the pyramid so resilient? Because even today, we can't recreate it. And I've said this a ton of times on this channel, but there are so many structures discovered around the world that seem to be impossible. And to us, they really shouldn't have been able to be built. But we're still trying to figure it out with what we know, like how will we construct it? And we don't even consider the fact that maybe it is some sort of different technology. Maybe our thinking and their thinking is not alike at all. So I don't know, those are just my thoughts after reading this story. Am I happy a new piece of the puzzle was found? Yes, absolutely. That's always incredibly interesting. But do I think that we have solved the mystery of the pyramids? Not a chance. Again, just my opinion. Don't have to agree with me, but let me know what you think in the comments below. Thank you all so much for watching. See you later.